So right now I'm in the loop game. We're on round 80. We got $75,000. So yeah, the idea here is to get a 005 glue gunner. But basically, or you know how there's this thing called regrow farming where you can infinitely push back rainbows and they keep regrowing infinitely, so the round goes on forever. And then you can use abilities to get money. That's what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it with this UMG and with this glue gunner. And right now, I think the only way, or the only somewhat reliable way to do this is by using the druid ability. So hold on. Once I find space for them, the only way to do it reliably is by using the 4th tier druid. So this gives you $100 per banana farm near the druid, so it doesn't matter if you upgrade it. It just has to be any plain banana farm. So let me see if I can place one more here. There we go. I don't know if all these farms are in range, but I guess we can drop a village just for good measures. So let me just play the round. So with this 005 glue, you can essentially infinite stall the ZMG. So you see right now, the ZMG is going to be stuck here, and we're going to get $700 every time we activate the druid ability. In fact, we can probably drop some more druids down, because you're not just limited to one 4th tier druid, you're limited to as many as you want. So we can get more 4th tiers. You don't want to get the 5th tier, Speed-Rooted Forest, because this actually does damage to the ZMG, no matter where it is. So yes, this is basically the ghetto way of infinite regrow farming. It's technically not infinite because, as you see here, the glue gunner actually does damage over time. It's about like 1 damage every 2 seconds. So do some quick maths. 4,000 health is a ZMG. Although with monkey knowledge, it's a little bit lower than that. If you have the sabotage, then sucks for you, because you get a little bit less time to farm max money. We're going to use the druid ability until the ZMG pops, and that's going to take quite a while. At this rate, probably a good half an hour, we can just sit here and just spam the druid ability. And that will get us a lot of money. So how much money are we going to get? Let's see. It's also a very slow process, but hey, if you're having trouble trying to beat a map, like you're trying to get to round 100, but you don't have enough money, you could technically pull this off. You just need like 50k to start off, and then slowly but surely you'll gain money over the round. So if you're scared, if you're ever scared about the last 20 rounds or so, and you feel like you don't have enough money, then just do this. I don't know if it works on chimps though, that's what I'm wondering. So there's gonna be people asking, why don't you use the sniper ability? Well, that's because the sniper fires, he does damage, and he has infinite rage basically, so we can't do that. Yeah, I know people are gonna say, hey, you can do this, see? You're probably wondering, why don't you just do this? Hide the sniper here, get a 4th tier, and then use the ability. Well, Ninja Kiwi has actually kind of patched that exploit. So you can only activate the sniper a maximum amount of times per round. So just for show, I'm gonna get a 4th tier up. Ninja Kiwi has capped the amount of times you can use it per round, but they have not capped the druid ability. So that's why I'm using druids, because that's really the only way to do it. I thought it did 0 damage because I thought you needed corrosive glue, but it turns out Ninja Kiwi added like 1 damage every 2 seconds to this thing, only because to prevent like infinite stalling. So instead of infinite stalling, we got close to infinite stalling. But yeah, this is gonna take a while, guys. Still only 165 damage to the ZMG out of like close to 4,000. So let me show you guys why sniper doesn't work. So we just use his ability one time, but eventually once you keep using it, it's gonna get grayed out, and then you can't use it anymore unless you sell it. People are probably gonna ask, why not use Helipilot's ability? Well, it's the exact same thing as the sniper. It caps out at a certain amount per round. I'm not sure how much it is, maybe like 3 to 5. So here's supply drop number 3 or 4, but you see here it's grayed out. Compare this. You see this is lit up, so it's ready. But this sniper, I'm clicking on it, you can hear my mouse clicks, and it's not working because Ninja Kiwi has capped this at 3 uses per round. I'm not sure if Ninja Kiwi forgot to cap this, but since they haven't capped it at the moment, we could actually use this to get infinite money. Close to infinite money, but yeah. It does require a lot of efforts. So yes, again, we could actually use this 025 to beat round 85 with one tower, one glue gunner only. Of course, the issue is that we have to wait this long for the ZMG to pop. So I'm not sure if I would have had the patience to do that, to be honest. It also sucks that the money that they give, they don't count towards their damage count. Because I know it works for farms, because you see here, 80, that gives us $80. But it doesn't update for Druid, and that ain't good. Or I don't like to see that. I'd like to know how much money I'm getting from all these Druids. Yeah, that gave us like $2,000 to $3,000. That's not very much. But eventually, we will get to a point where it's giving us like 10k every cycle. And I'd say that's pretty good. We're at 700 damage right now, so yeah. If we definitely want to make the max money from this round, it's going to take a while. We're going to be sitting on this defense for a very long time. But I'm determined. Let's make room for one more farm, I think. I guess we'll do some extrapolation. So maybe we'll stop when this is at like 1,000. Maybe 1,250, 1,500, I don't know. Sell monkey farmers for more druids. Good idea. Where do we have farmers still? Here? Right. Where's the other farmer? Over here? We're not gonna put a druid here because druids can still attack. They're not just like sitting ducks that generate money. They actually do damage if balloons enter the radius. So we'll keep this farmer over here. Looks like we still have space for more druids in the top left. And the right. We got 25 abilities now, so let's see how much money we get. We're at 1.5k. And spam the shit out of these abilities. So from 1.5k to 10k, so we're getting 8,500 from these druids right now. Every cycle. And we still have a lot more to go, still. Currently, oh! Farm over here, sneaky farmer. How did I forget about this guy over here? That allows us space for, I believe, one more druid. I don't think another druid can fit here unless it's nice and skinny, but nope. A little too fat. You know what we could do? Call this half cheating, but I'm gonna drop a pontoon. Can you fit a farm on a pontoon? You can. So would you look at that? That's another, I don't know, $300 that we get? $400? $500? An extra 500 every cycle. Pay to win pontoons, I know. Alright, so we're gonna save up. We're gonna wait for all the abilities to come back, and then we're gonna see how much money we get. Truly. So we're about to eclipse the 1/4 mark for the ZMG. It doesn't even look like it's damaged, but I can assure you it is damaged. Alright, 34 abilities, we're at 32.5k. So before 32.5k, and after 43.9, so a little bit, about 11.5k. I'd say that's not bad. So I'm just gonna get the IMF loan since I can't afford this guy yet, Monkeynomics. Alright, let's use this one. So now we're down, we got 12k I think, but now we gotta pay all that 12k back. I believe every time you generate money, 40% of it goes back to paying back this loan over here. So you'll see that this doll count is increasing. That's because some of our money that we get from the druids are going into decreasing this debt. That's how the 040 works, and that's why the ability sucks, because essentially if you don't use that money to buy more farms, you're not gaining anything from doing it. What's the point of the bottom left farm? You're right. Let's sell it. With that said, what's the point of this farm? There's no druids in range. So let's sell that. And you know what that means? We can actually, we have space for more druids, like this. Would you look at that? Finding a way for more druids. Although, I think I'm gonna stop here. I don't think these other druids are in range. We can get one more, though. One more. We're at 1,100 right now. So I'm not gonna go all the way to 4,000. That's a little bit too much waiting for me. Again, we'll probably stop at, like, a fraction. A proper fraction, and then we'll extrapolate and see. essentially how much money we would get if we were to continue doing this. If that makes any sense. Obviously, it's not accurate because we spent a lot of the early game just building our defense. But even then, it gives us a decent estimate, alright? So it looks like Ninja Kiwi has forgotten about the IMF Bank and the Druid ability. So you can activate that as many times as possible when you're like either regrow farming or just stalling the round by using a 025 glue gunner. Yeah, the thing is, while you could technically buy and resell if it ends up capping, it's just the thing is that takes a lot of efforts. The easy way out is just to leave them here and keep using them as many times as you can. So even if they capped at 20, it would still deter a lot of people because a lot of people won't be bothered to buy and resell. Approaching 1300, so 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute and then we'll start selling. Because, again, ZOMG is 4,000 health. And a third of 4,000 is 1,333. And the reason why I want to stop at one third is so that I can kind of extrapolate to see how much money I would get if I kept going with this. It's obviously not accurate, but it's close enough for what we want to experiment with, okay? So we're about a third of the way into the ZOMG being damaged, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling, yes. I know, we're stopping this a lot earlier. That's because I don't have the patience to wait another, I don't know, 2 hours? 1.5 to 2 hours? To see, like, exactly how much money we'd get? There's no way I'm up to the task for that. So we'll just use some, use our math abilities. Use this term called extrapolation. You guys know what extrapolation is? If you don't, then go to school. Use the IMF loan. And how much money do we have at the end of this? $500,000. Sell this too. Yep. Around 550k. So we gained about $500,000. And the ZOMG so far is only 1/3 damage. So I guess do some quick extrapolation. And then we could get 1.5 million or even more than that. One more Druid, of course. Alright, let's finish this round. Hook that thing in. And there you go. Yeah, so approximately 1.5 million, but of course, since we spent a lot of money in like the first half trying to build stuff, it'd probably be closer to like 2 million. A little over 2 million, I think, if we were to stick it out the entire time. But after just like 1/3, you can make 500k. So not bad.